Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, say Kahalayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles, our elders, great millstone. Learn his truth, that peace and salutations to the election. Scattered abroad, working out their own salvation, fear, trembling. Household of faith, man. So, um, this book of Psalms 127, in verse 1, it says, except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain. It is vain to rise up early and to sit up late, and to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he giveth his beloved sleep. The third verse, it says, lo, children are a heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. All right, now I'm gonna look at this word heritage, all right, because one of the curses is that you will betroth a wife and another man will lie with her, and that entails that um, you will have no fruit of the womb. All right, like the draws, fruit of the loom. You got no fruit of the womb, man. All right, we go back to the time of Isaac and Rebecca. She left. Uh, was it the birth for Isaac? I think the name meaning laughter. Uh, no, Abraham and Sarah, right? Sarah was old. Yeah, Sarah was old up their age, and she laughed when she had Isaac. Therefore, she called him Isaac, right? But the reason I mentioned that is because she was barren, right? The Lord performed a miracle to give her the fruit of the womb. But the point is that here we have something called infertility. We have low birth rates. You have your children being born under the hands of the white man. So um, what's going to take place? Once this place is over, the ashes of this place settle from the destruction, is that we're going to have the heritage that we deserve as Israelite men. The Lord said He's going to make us as the sand of the sea. Now, right now, we're as the sand of the sea, but this is not a righteous people. It says what? You're going to be a degenerate plant of a strange vine to Him. So this is not a goodly heritage right here. All right, your people are not a goodly heritage, but the word heritage means that which may be inherited. All right. It says from late Latin, hereditary, hereditate, gene, condition of state transmitted from ancestors. Right. So part of your reward is the fruit of the womb. Okay, that's why it says the small one should become a strong nation. The small shall become 1,000. The little one is a strong nation. Right. Our Lord hastened His time. Isaiah 60:22. When you actually look at the word itself, it says a possession, property, inheritance, heritage. That word for heritage right there. So the children are a reward, man, because the woman is your reward. And you put your seed up in that woman. That's good land, pursuant to Jeremiah the 3rd chapter. Shall a man look at these people? I'm gonna ran into each other. These fools, side his children, man. But here it is. When we get up out of here and we come back to our rest, we're gonna have much rest. It says He gives His beloved sleep. You read Wisdom of Solomon, I think it's the 9th chapter. It says the pleasure that comes with sleep. Here it is. The Lord's gonna give His beloved sleep and much children. All right. Solomon had thousands of wives, hundreds of wives, thousands of women. 700 wives, 300 concubines, and that comes the fruit of the womb. Because in the kingdom, we're not gonna be using no rubbers. All right. In the kingdom, we ain't gonna be using no. Here it is. A brother hit me up there the other day. He was like, brother, what do I do? What do I do about this? My woman is on childbirth and this and that. Look, that's only happens on this side, man. That only happens here, man. You got to worry about children being a curse to you, man. Oh shit, I don't know what to do with it. That's how you know you're under the curse, man. Israelite man has millions of children inside of him, man. That's why it says the little one become 1,000. You have all kind of offspring swimming up in you, man. And when you're young, that's why you have such a high sex drive, because the Lord made it natural for you to reproduce. He said, "Go and be fruitful and multiply." You know, but we can't do that here. We're under oppression, man. You know, it's hard enough for you to get one woman, and then even if you do have her, the children ain't yours, and she ain't really yours unless the Lord bless you with a righteous woman that will obey. But other than that, well, a virtuous woman, I should say. Pursuing the Prophets, the 31st chapter. So they said her price above rubies. Unless you have that, that's very rare. The script tell you, First Corinthians the 7th chapter, they didn't have wives be as though they had none. So that's the curse. You're under the curse, man. You're under the curse. You're not under the blessing. If you, again, another point disproving this new covenant crap, because you're not under the blessing. The heritage of the womb is not given to you right now, man. All right, you new covenant guys, you probably didn't have no kids. And even if you do, they're rascals that are not under your control. Your children are supposed to be up under your control, man. All right, they're supposed to say, "Yes, daddy," "No, daddy," "Yes, sir." They're supposed to look at you as their authority, their father. The woman is not supposed to usurp your authority over your children. That's your offspring, which she incubated for 9 months and she took care of. Yes, and but at the end of the day, those are your children, and that's your woman. All right, so Psalms 127:3. Back again. It says, children are a heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward." That's his reward. All right. The woman is a reward for the labor and the children that come forth out of your union. That's why it says a man will leave his father and his mother and cleave onto his wife. A man will leave his father and his mother, and he will cleave onto his wife, and they'll become what? One flesh with that child that comes forth out their union. That's why you look like your father and your mother. You have his characteristics. You have the characteristics of your mom. Somewhat. All right, you're gonna have things from her and things from your father, but ultimately you are the seed of your father, man. Pursuing the Numbers 1:18, they call the poles after the house of their fathers. That's the ancient tradition. I tell you in Jeremiah 6:16, seek out the old paths wherein is the right way, the old ways of our fathers. So the Lord's fixing to give us the pleasures, many pleasures, man. Great pleasures, man. Many great pleasures, and that's the reward. That's the encouragement. That's part of the goodly treasures that the Lord got here for us, man. See, we have this. We have hope. It says in Romans the 5th chapter, we're prisoners of hope. And that's part of the dreams. You be dreaming about hundreds of children, man. Thousands of women, hundreds and thousands of children, man. See, that's the Lord says, "Limit not the Holy One of Israel." Psalm 78:31. Limit not the Holy One of Israel. The Lord ain't got no limit. He ain't got no cap for what he's gonna do for his beloved. Okay, it says 1 Corinthians 2:9, man. I have not seen, ear have not heard what the Most High has prepared for them that love him. That love him, man. So, hey, the Lord got many things in store for us. The fruit of the womb, man, in its perfection. Your woman in her perfection, your children in their perfection, man. No fucking fighting, rest, child support court and all this nonsense. Custody battles. Ain't no more custody battles out here, man. Ain't gonna be nothing but smooth sailing. All right, that's why I'm looking forward to the destruction of this place. Now, it says, 2 Maccabees chapter 2 and 16. It says, "Whereas we then are about to celebrate the purification we have written unto you, you shall do well if you keep the same days. We also hope that the Most High that delivered all his people and gave them all a heritage and the kingdom and the priesthood and the sanctuary, as he promised in the law, will shortly have mercy upon us. He will shortly have mercy upon us and gather us together out of every land under heaven into the holy place." It says, I will gather them from the four winds, scattered abroad. All right, James 1:1. To the 12 tribes scattered abroad, greeting. So it says, and gather us together out of every land of the heaven into the holy place, where he hath delivered us out of great troubles and have purified the place. Now, as concerning Judas Maccabeus and his brethren, and the purification of the great temple, and the dedication of the altar, and the wars against Antiochus Epiphanes and Eutyper his son, and the manifest signs that came from heaven unto those that behaved themselves manfully to their honor for Judaism, for the Israelite faith. Right? So that being in but a few, they overcame the whole country and chased barbarous multitudes, and recovered the temple, renowned all the world over, and freed the city, and upheld the laws which were going down, the Lord being gracious unto them, with showed all favor. Okay, so it says in the 18th verse again, as he promised in the law, he will surely have mercy upon us and give us what? Deliver us, all his people, and give them a heritage in the kingdom of the priesthood and the sanctuary. So the first thing it says there is give you the heritage, man, which is the fruit of the womb. All right. The fruit of the womb, baby. That's what the Lord is getting prepared to give us, man. Goodly treasures. All right. But first, you got to be baptized with this water, man. First, you got to go through afflictions in order to receive the reward of the kingdom. Like the brother like to say, you know, the kingdom is not going to come cheap, man. It's not going to come cheap. It has to be earned. The fruit of the womb, man, has to be earned. To get all kind of princesses and lovely things, all right, for you, you're going to have to earn them things, okay? Nothing comes cheap, man. It says, Daniel 7:18, man, the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom. So you got to take it. You got to go by force, man. It has to be done through the afflictions, you know, for us to receive the fruit of the womb. But that's a promise that the Lord made, all right? A promise that he made to us, man. Okay, I'm gonna multiply your seed as the stars of the heavens. Okay, so Isaiah 60:21, their people all shall be righteous, and they shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I might be glorified. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten in his time. Hasten it in his time. This is the time. All right, because we're about to enter into the time of Jacob's trouble. That's why the Lord said, redeem the time. Ephesians 5:15, for the days are evil. So yeah, man, we about to get ready to be blessed, brother. We're not blessed right now. We're cursed. All right. But we have this truth. You know, we're poor even though we're rich. We're rich even though we're poor, I should say. You know, it works towards the most high, you know, but as it were right now in the flesh, in Esau's kingdom, you know, you have a bunch of Israelites out there, you know, you have a bunch of so-called blacks and Latinos, but they're not worthy to be, they're not the seed. They're not the blameless seed that one must rejoice in. Okay, Scripture say, "Rejoice not in the ungodly, in the multitude of ungodly children," man. You know, in Sirach the 16th chapter. All right, rejoice not in the multitude of ungodly children, man. All right, if they multiply, it's for their own destructions, for the sword, man. Look, all these people walking around here, you see them mouth breathing up, taking up the air of the Lord. The Lord's good green air, you know. Running around here destroying themselves, destroying the world, destroying the communities, you know, being niggas. They're not worthy to be praised or anything like that. Look, unless they be, the fear of the Lord is in them. The Lord said, don't rejoice in them. All right. So the fear of the Lord is going to be upon all our people, you know, and then shall we rejoice amongst ourselves, you know, but right now we're under the curse. So the fruit of the womb is his reward, man. All right. The fruit of the womb is the reward for all this hell that we're going through, man. You know, all the anguish, all the hatred, you know, the backbiting of the world, you know. That's the fruit of the womb. The great reward is the fruit of that womb, baby. That's for you Israelite men out there, and for you women, because you women want to have kids and all this. You can't even have them like that. You go through birth pains. That's part of the curse. You ain't go through no birth pain in the kingdom. You ain't gonna go through no birth pain. You're gonna have many children. You're gonna be a good mama. You're gonna have love from your husband, your children. You know, everything's gonna be beautiful and perfect. But as it stands right now, man, um, as it stands right now, we're in darkness. We're in this valley of the shadow of death. So it's not expedient to be having 27 children right now. You know, your mama and them Your daddy and them, they had a big ass family and shit like that. They could barely afford it. You know, they had all of them kids living under poverty and shit like that. Nah, look, all of our children gonna be blessed. You know, they're all gonna be rich. They're all gonna be taken care of. They're all gonna be living like the Jacksons. They're all gonna be living like the royal princess, man. You know, the royal family, man. They're all gonna be living like the royal family. Okay, so it said 1 Corinthians 9:27 or 24, my bad. Know ye not that they which run a race run all, but one received the prize. So run that ye may obtain. Obtain what? The prize, man. The Lord got prize. He got incentives, man. Just like, anything else, you got an incentive to do the job. This comes with a reward, man. This comes with a reward. They don't. We're not one that's beating the air. As the scriptures say, man, we're not beating the air, doing this in vain. The Lord about to take care of us, bro. The Lord about to give us a good severance package, man. That's why it says, man, rejoice. All right. That's why it says, comfort one another with these words, man. Isaiah the 40th chapter. Speak comfortably onto Jerusalem. Speak comfortably onto her, man. Because she about to be blessed beyond belief. The Most High blessed Esau, man. Esau's a demon. Again, we always have to say this multiple, over and over. Esau was blessed. Look at Esau. He got blessings. Esau is blessed beyond belief, man. Of all the nations, Esau got the most riches. Of all the captivities and all the nations that we was under, Esau is the most mighty. Esau is the biggest, the big kahuna on the earth. But that's gonna pale in comparison to the kingdom of heaven, man. As it says in Daniel 4:2 and 44. Okay, in the days of these kings shall the Lord set up a kingdom that shall never be defeated or never be taken down. Roughly paraphrasing. In the days of these kings, the Lord set up the kingdom. It shall be forever and ever. So, hey, and it shall be not. It says it shall be not be left to other people. So, what people's gonna be left to? Your heritage, man, because your posterity is gonna go on forever and ever. Oh, let me get that word for posterity too. Now that I'm at it, now that I think about it, it says patrimony, posterity. Here you go. It says a person's offspring or descendants collectively. Future time, after generations. The condition of coming after. That's your posterity. In this place, your posterity is polluted and they're rebellious. That's why your kids don't listen to you, because the Lord put the curse on them to be rebellious against you. Just like you was rebellious against the Lord, man. The Lord put the curse on them so they could be rebels against you. They're rebels. That's why them kids are out of order. The kids don't do what you tell them to do. Your little baby, man. You gotta whoop them. All right, we in the kingdom. We ain't gonna be whooping our children. You ain't gonna be. We ain't gonna have to break the rod off in them. The scripture says, "Spare not the rod from the child." That's only on this side, man. Okay, in the kingdom, they all gonna be righteous. They're gonna be, yes. You tell them to do something, yes, sir. Yes, my king. Yes, my sovereign father. Yes, my father. It's my pleasure to serve thee. Okay, but here they're gonna talk back to you, nigga. You ain't my daddy. Fuck you. I don't know. I ain't listening to you. And whatever, nigga. I'm gonna go to mama. I'm gonna go to the white man. I'm gonna call the cops on you. You hit me. That's how it is over here. That's how you know you're under the curse, bro. But anywho, okay, the word for patrimony, actually lineage first. Lineage. It says line of descent of an ancestor. Line of descent. Literal string, line, thread. Okay, yeah. Your lineage, man. That's the fruit of the womb. That's the reward. The lineage, man. Your babies that come after you, man. Like Simply Red said, for your babies. It was just a Jake, little redhead, Edomite Jake, looking Jake. But that's a Jake right there from the old school, man. Simply Red. Your mom and them was listening to Simply Red. It's a ain't no thing. It's a love thing. No, how the song go? Yeah, he had a lot of hits back in the day. But anyways, For Your Children had that one song called For Your Babies. But right now, what is this dude doing? What are these fools doing, man? Which are Sodom's children. Um, but anywho, what the hell? But but yeah, okay. This is a word for patrimony. It says property of the church. The patrimony is the property of the church. When you look at that word patrimony or patrimonio in Spanish, it goes to a heritage. You know, it goes into cultural heritage, man. So that's a legacy right there. And here we don't have a legacy, man. There's no legacy for Jake. Black History Month or something. What the hell is that? You know, where's your legacy? Where's your standing images? Your ephod, your teraphim. The scripture say, what? Many days shall the children of Israel abide without a teraphim, without an ephod, you know, without a king, without a sacrifice. Meaning what? You ain't got no future. You ain't got no legacy here because you're under the curse. You've been under the curse ever since, you know, the time of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, man. Ever since the time of your rebellion, you know, ever since the time of Moses, you've been under the curses. That's why you was in Egypt, you know. And he said, let my people go, you know, because you under the curse. You wasn't under the blessings. Now all of a sudden, in the first century, the spirit was brought down. So Jesus Christ and his believers, that's what you clowns are talking about, man. You know, this is why the Lord said, leave your teaching to the professionals, man. Don't you dudes picking up the scriptures and you basically, you try to break the curses on your own, which the Lord said, no man shall buy or redeem you. So where are your children at? I want to see them. And where are they order at? And why is the heathens over you sticking your kids with needles when they're born? When your children are born, they belong to the white man, man. They don't belong to you. Okay? Your children are born, you up there digging and stroking your woman for a white man to come in and open your girl up and shit. Here you go. You know, you gotta be born under the white man's system. You know, that's hell right there. That's hell right there. Ain't no white man supposed to be opening up your girl's legs and delivering your baby, cutting the umbilical cord and then sticking them with some bullshit. You know, gotta be cautious. You know, but anyways, ain't no white man supposed to be doing that shit. But you under the curse. You know, you're under the curse. So very soon, you know, before, sooner than rather than later, I should say, you know, we're gonna have our blessing, our heritage. You know, and we ain't gonna have to be up under the oppressive devil. You know, here it is. You know, you try to appeal anything with him, and rejected, appeal, rejected. You know, you up under his rulership, man. You ain't free, bro. You're not free. Okay, so it says 25th verse, 1 Corinthians 9:25. It said, every man that strive for the mastery is temperate all things. Now they that do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we are incorruptible. That's right. The people of the world, they're fighting for money, success in this world. The white man's FRNs, which the white man's FRNs is not success. Oh, look at that. I got a loan, open up a business, got business credit. I got a family, man. Look, your family ain't even your own, you know. Most of them ain't even with you. You know, most of them ain't even, you know, your wife and them, shit, they raising up your kids under Jesus or, you know, in their own household. You know, you might try to raise them up the right way, but here it is. Here goes the demon, you know, bringing them up under Christianity or the world. Oh, no, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God. It's madness, pure madness. It's all madness, you know. Okay, so we got to strive for the incorruptible crown and reward. 26th verse. I therefore so run not as uncertainly, so I fight not as one that beat the air. That's right. But these people are beating the air, man, because these people are chasing pipe dreams, man. But we have a more sure word of prophecy wherein you do well that you take heed, you know, wherein you do well to take heed, because here it is. And on this side, you can find you all kind of little good little looking things, but that's the end thereof is the ways of death. You know, that's why it says, keep me far from the strange woman that flatter with her lips. That's philosophies and that's the actual woman. All right, twofold. All right, because you got these bitches that flatter you with your lips. All they want to do is hit you with the leg lock so they can impregnate your ass, so you can impregnate them, I should say, and then take you to court, run you to the dryers, man. You know, run you through the cleaners, if you will. You know, and take all your goodly heritage. All right, but in the kingdom, man, them children gonna be multiplying your wealth, man. Because a child, when a child is born, they're actually supposed to be wealth to the father, man, wealth to the mother. Because in the ancient world, you will have servants, and you will also have your sons, and you will have like, for instance, what Jacob did with Rachel and Leah. Uh, um, he had to work for Bilhah. I think it was Bilhah, the maid servant. He worked 7 years for one and another 7 for another. I forget their names, but he ended up having children with them. But he had to work for them. But the father thereof, the father of them, he received much money for them, man. See, in this society, you don't get nothing in return for your daughter, man. Your daughter, some nigga come and pork her, and then what do you get out of it? You don't get shit. You got to pay a bunch of money at her wedding. You got to pay this, pay that. Like, you don't get nothing out of this. You spending a bunch of money for some chilling that ain't even building up your kingdom, your wealth. They ain't even. What's the point, man? What's the point of having this? Is a noose around your neck, man. Right? It's just like a fucking problem. Just more problems. So, patrimony means a property of the church, spiritual legacy of Yahushua. That's patrimony. Heritage or patrimony, a paternal estate, man. Inheritance from a father. Like the Rothschilds, they're in their blessing. The Rothschilds are in their blessing, man. Your family in which you, yeah, I'll read that in a second. Yeah, man. Paternal inheritance, man. Like the Rothschilds, they got wealth. They got their children, and they leave the scriptures say they leave their substance to their babes. Let's get that. They leave their substance to their babes. They're not in trouble as other men. Like I was watching Nosferatu. You got Lily Rose Depp, right, playing a character. She left, but her father, Janet Depp, but he might go back to the tribes because he got salt. But I don't know. It could be an Edomite playing a role. But anyways, we don't know. Anyways, the point is that like his daughter is over there leaving an inheritance to the father. That's a family of actors, like the family with you ever heard of Francis Ford Coppola? They come from a family of actors, and they leave a heritage to each other. That's why Nicolas Cage I didn't even know he was part of the Francis Ford Coppola family, but he's part of that family, man. And all of them are actors, entertainers, and they all got money and they all got wealth. And they're not, they leave their substance to their babes. Once they die, then the kid come along and he becomes a director and an actor, and he's in the entertainment business making all kind of money, and the wealth is in the pool, man. And that's how I keep going on. That's why I call it generational wealth. But on this side, Jake, what the fuck they got? Your daddy and them leave you nothing. They leave you saddled with nothing but debt and trauma, generational trauma. That's the curse. So it says 1 Corinthians 9:27. 1 Corinthians 9:27. But I keep under my body and bring it under subjection, lest that by any means I preach to others, I myself become a castaway. That's right. 1 Corinthians 10:23. All things are lawful for me, but all things not expedient. All things are lawful for me. All things edifying. Now, yeah, it's not edifying for you to have 1,001 women and have 1,001 children right now. Okay, because you have a job to do. Here it is. I was hearing some stuff about this brother got 4 or 5 wives, and this brother got another. Look, bro, I don't know what's up with these guys, but at the end of the day, you do what you do. You do what you do. You go ahead and have 6, 7 wives here, but look, I don't know, bro. I don't sound spiritual to me. It don't sound like you in the spirit. You probably ain't doing the work like that, because if you got that much women, you over there worried about the wrong things, lust and all kind of different things, man. Okay, we did videos about having too many demons. Just wait, brother, wait, man. But yeah, some of these brothers out there, they be having a bunch of women, different states and all this shit. It's all vanity, man. It's all really vanity. At the end of the day, you ain't never seen a woman. You ain't really dealing with them like that. For y'all to be married, first of all, she got to be a virgin anyways. But, in the context of things, you could deal with your woman, she's your wife, whatever. She's born again, through spirit. You deal with each other. We're under the curses. It's going to be damn near impossible to find some woman that's a virgin. So you're going to deal with each other accordingly through the scriptures, through the spirit of the Lord. But It's not expedient for, you hear all these stories about this brother got this, how many wives. Look, bro, that's not really spiritual for you to be doing. Again, all things lawful for me, all things not expedient, as it says here. All things lawful for me, but all things not expedient. 1 Corinthians 10:23. All things are lawful, but all things edify not. So that's not really edifying. You just doing that for vanity and show. Look how many women you get, brother. See, we was all in the world. We all had a bunch of women. The Lord gave us already enough that we need. Look, once you get to a certain point, man, the pootie tang don't even phase you no more, man. It's like whatever shit. It's all the same. It all comes with problems and shit. It's not really that crazy, man. When you get a spiritual mature mindset, man, and you become grown. I remember working at this one job. I was working at I had gotten in trouble over the summer. I was like fucking 15, 16 and shit. And my mom and them forced me to work at with my uncle at the shop, man. There was this one Jake. He was like a Levite. I don't remember what he was. He was like a Levite, bald-headed Levite. He was like, man, he was like 30 something. He was like, man, if I live the rest of my life without any woman, I'll be good. And I was like, this nigga's crazy. What is he talking about? All these fine women out there. And now that you get older, you understand, man. You're like, this man was speaking wisdom. This man was speaking wisdom, bro. Good looking dude, good looking Jake dude. Look like he was put together, whatever. But I was like, man, this nigga's talking shit. But then you come to find out that hey, it's truth. The man was speaking truth, man. But anywho, you live and you learn, don't you? Now, they leave their substance to their babes. Get that? That's these people. See, in the kingdom, we're gonna have the substance, and our baby's gonna be the substance. Our women and our baby's gonna be the substance. When you deal with a woman, you ain't gonna have to worry about, oh shit, well, she gonna take me to the dry cleaners. She gonna fucking turn around and be a demon once you get her pregnant. No. She gonna do exactly as you say, cause everything gonna be under your power, man, under your hands. You gonna be the director, orchestrator, everything, man. The Most High gonna give everything to you, and you gonna be dictating the terms and rules, man. And she gonna be under subjection, and she gonna love to do so, because she gonna understand pure order, man, and pure righteousness, and a family structure and the nucleus, and the importance of having a husband and a family. And she gonna have other sister wives and stuff like that, and they all gonna be a big old family, man. And we're gonna go back to the way of the East, man, the way of the Lord, man. What they call hypergamy. You ain't gonna find that word in the scriptures. Not hypergamy, polygamy. You ain't gonna find no word like that because it doesn't really exist. It's just the way of the Lord, man. Or for a man to have men and women, you ain't gonna find the word in there. That's a human-made term, a white man Western term. The Lord didn't come on the scene talking about hey, polygamy. Nah, he understood. It was already understood that a woman had, a man could have multiple women. But that's just a thing that we've had to relearn here in the West, man. As the ancient custom goes. But anywho, Psalm 17 and verse 13, it says, "Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, for men which are thy hand, O Lord, for men of the world, which have their portion in this life." We don't have a portion in this life. We don't have a portion. "And whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasures." They are full of children. We're not full of children. We're not full of children. How many children you got? And if you do, when's the last time you seen them? Or when's the last time, do they live with you? Are they under pure subjection? Are you enjoying them? Can you enjoy your children like that? You got to work all fucking day and then see them once in a while, pick them up from daycare. It's a sad thing, brother. It's a sad thing. You're not full of children, man. You're not full of children. If you get another woman pregnant, your girl gonna be mad as fuck. Well, that's true. That's unrighteous. No, you belong to me. She gonna be mad as hell, bro. Go get another girl pregnant. You see how she gonna react. She gonna try to kick your ass out. She gonna try to call the cops on you and shit, and tell the people that you a abuser and you broke her heart and shit. Yeah, that's the curse, man. All right. So it says, "Whose belly thou hidst with thy fillest with thy hid treasure." They are full of children, and they leave the rest of their substance onto their babies, their babes. "As for me, I'll behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness." All right. So they leave the rest of their substance to the babes, the Rothschilds. They leave their inheritance to their children, like Mayer Eschau Bauer. When you go back to the story of Mayer Eschau Bauer, back in the day, when he was in London, he had his 5 sons. Well, no, he was in Frankfurt, Germany, and then he sent his 5 sons, and one of them was Nathan Rothschild, and Nathan went to London, and you had the other 4 that spread abroad, the Milan and these different places, different capitals of economic capitals of Europe, where they end up, setting up banking dynasties. All right. Which that's them leaving their substance to their babes, which they understood reincarnation because they commune with the white man. The white man communes with the devil on the left-hand side. They understood the secrets of the reincarnation and the secrets of the lineage and how it goes back and how you come back through the 3rd and 4th generation. They understood this. So therefore, they leave their substance to their babes, fulfilling Psalm 17 and 14. All right. So with that being said, that's them having a heritage here because this is their kingdom. This is the portion. This they have a portion in this life. Men of the world, and this is their world. Pursuant to Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. All right, so they get to increase. They get to multiply themselves. They're not in trouble as you are. They're not under curse. They get to flourish. Ain't nobody shooting at them. Anybody. They got the protection of the Lord right now because the Lord said, if anybody chase after Cain, what? The vengeance follow after him. What, 7-fold? I believe it says. So hey, if any man will hurt Cain, hey, you get dealt with because Cain got the protection. He got the sword. He got the missiles. He got the authority. The Lord set him up in the authority seat. But pretty soon the Lord gonna take his ass down, and give his substance to the Israelites, to the elected Israel, man. All right. So it says Psalms 128 and verse 1, a song of degrees blesses everyone that feareth the Lord and that walk in his ways. For thou shalt eat the labor of thy hands, happy shalt thou be, and it shall be well with thee. And it shall be well with thee. Thy wife shall be as a fruitful vine by the sides of thy house. Ooh. Thy wife shall be a fruitful vine by the sides of thy house. Thy children like olive plants by thy table. That's right. All right. Your wife's gonna be a fruitful vine, meaning she's gonna bring forth many seeds for you, and she's gonna love to do it. She's gonna love to do it, like Eddie Murphy in Coming to America. What do you like to do? Whatever you want to do. What kind of food you like? Whatever food you like. I was born to serve you. I was born to. I was taught and raised up to serve you. That's what I was brought up for. I wasn't brought up to give you nothing but hell. What a beautiful thing, bro. You see, but that's when you're under the blessing. That's a beautiful thing. Ain't nothing more beautiful than a submissive, good girl, man. Ain't nothing more beautiful than this. Ain't nothing more precious than a precious little princess, that understands her role, man. That understands and that's is a suggestion to her husband. Ain't nothing better than that. Ain't nothing better than that right there, man. All right, ain't nothing better than that. Okay, so that's what's promised to you. Now it says, thy wife shall be as a fruitful vine by the sides of thy house, thy children like olive plants round about thy table. Ooh. Behold, thus shall the man be blessed that feareth the Lord. 5th verse. The Lord shall bless thee out of Zion, not out of Edom, not out of Moab. No. It says, and thou shalt see the good of Jerusalem all the days of thy life. Yeah, thou shalt see thy children's children and peace upon Israel. Yeah, because here you'll be lucky if you see your children's children, man. You live a short life. Scripture says 60 and 10 years, and 80 with strength. That's 70 years, 80 years with strength. And at most, it says a man's life will be 120 years at most. All right, so at most. Jake ain't living that long, especially in America. You die before 25. One of your own brothers kill your ass over some sneakers, over a Snicker bar. Shit is sick. Shit is sick, bro. But hey, that's what happens. You cursed you cursed of the Most High, man. You turn your back on him.
All right, you gotta learn. All right, brother said that's the spirit. You said your family ain't with you. My family today out of nowhere put me in a group chat saying the men have to stand up in the family, but haven't said shit to me, so I've been the truth. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Man's supposed to be at their own house. That's why it says you are it says what? It says, who is my father, who is my sister, who's my brother, them that do the will. We come to find out the bitterness of this truth, man. We come to find out that these people are not with you, especially when you follow the ways of truth. It says they make a man an offender for a word, man. Hate them that reprove it in the gate. So, you know, that's why the Lord told you to be separate, man, because you know it's a lonely road. That's why it says the straight gate, Matthew 7:14, man. The straight gate. You know, I never really fuck with my family, anyways, in the world. You know, only my mother and my father. They were my only family, and they understand. You know, so I was blessed in that aspect. But they understand what I do. They may not be down with it 100%, but they respect it and they don't get in my way. So you know, for that, I'm grateful. You know, but my other family, what you call, I never liked them anyways in the world. I never talked to their asses. Bunch of silly dubs, you know, bunch of weirdos. You know, so I never really fucked with them anyways, you know. And they know that shit. So it is what it is. But it's a reason why, you know. The Lord called us for a better family, man. A real family. There's not a bunch of niggas. A bunch of Roman Catholic demons. That's what the Northern Kingdom is, man. A bunch of fucking Roman Catholic weirdos, man. You know, a bunch of snakes and serpents calling on Jesus. And you know, my aunt, she got this big ass Jesus tattoo now. Big ass, you know, I was like, what the hell? And my mama showed me, she's like, look at that, she's a fake Christian. You know, she was getting on her. Hey man, so anyway, Psalms 135 and verse 12, and gave their land for a heritage and a heritage unto Israel his people. It says, thy name, O Lord, endure forever. See, a heritage was given unto Israel his people. What? The Amorites, the kings of Canaan. The Lord said he smote great nations and slew mighty kings in the 10th verse. All right. For what? It says, for a heritage unto the Israel his people. It says, thy name, O Lord, endure forever. And thy name endure forever, and thy memorial, O Lord, throughout all the generations. For the Lord would judge his people, and he will repent himself concerning his servants. The idols of the heathen are silver and gold, the work of man's hands. They have mouths, but they cannot speak. Eyes they see not. You see, so the Lord would judge his people and repent himself concerning his servants and give them a heritage, man. All right, because he repent himself for the evil that he's done to his people, meaning he's gonna feel sorry for you and have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. All right, my worm, my children, man. Look, I smote you, but at the end of the day, I love you. I love you, man. You know, I gotta do this to you, cause you did it to me. You did it to me the last time. All right, yeah, you gotta do it. So it said Jeremiah 12:7. I have forsaken my house. I have left my heritage. I left my heritage. I left my children. I have given the dearly beloved of my soul into the hand of her enemies. My heritage unto me as a lion in the forest. It cried out against me. Therefore, I have hated it. A nigga was crying out against the Lord. So the Lord have hated you, abhorred you. My heritage unto me as a speckled bird, coming as many different nations, looking like all the nations. The birds round about her are against her. That's the nations. They're all against her. Come ye, assemble, all the beasts of the field come to devour her. Many pests have destroyed my vineyard. They have trodden my portion underfoot. They have made my pleasant portion a desolate wilderness. So instead of you being a pleasant portion, you're a desolate wilderness, barren without children, like Rebecca, like Sarah, you know. But eventually you become full of laughter and joy with Isaac, man. All right. Like with Yahweh Shai, you know, with the Lord, man. You become full, you know, of children. All right. So no longer shall the Lord defile his heritage, man. Okay, jumping down. It says the 14th verse, thus saith the Lord against all my evil neighbors that touch the inheritance which I have caused my people Israel to inherit. Behold, I will pluck them out their lands and pluck them out of the house of Judah from amongst them. And it shall come to pass after that I have plucked them out, I will return and have compassion on them and will bring again every man to his heritage and every man to his land. It shall come to pass that they would diligently learn the ways of my people to swear by my name, the Lord liveth, as they taught my people to swear by Baal, then shall they be built in the midst of my people. But if they will not obey, I will utterly pluck up and destroy that nation, said the Lord. So a nigga is not going to obey. That's why they ain't fucking with you like that. That's why they don't talk to you. Oh, this guy's weird. Good. The scripture say, when men separate you from your company, rejoice. For so today they to their fathers the false prophets, man. So it was good to be discarded by these people, man, out there. That just means you are the Lord. You know, because if you of the world will love its own. So that's all that means at the end of the day. You know, and that's part of the sufferings and the afflictions of the gospel. You know. So it said Joel 2:17. It said, let the priests, actually 16, gather the people, sanctify the congregation, assemble the elders, gather the children, and those that suck the breast. Let the bridegroom go forth out of his chamber. Let the bridegroom go forth out of his chamber. Go forth out of the chamber, out the bride out her closet. Let the priest be the minister of the Lord weep between the porch and the altar, and let the people say, spare thy people. Let them say, spare thy people, O Lord, and give not thy heritage over to reproach. Give not thy heritage over to reproach, that the heathen shall rule over them. Wherefore should they say among the people, where is their God? So the heritage of the Lord should not be given over to reproach, man. It's going to increase, be multiplied, and it's going and it's going to grow. It's going to flourish, man. Micah 7:14, feed the people with thy rod, the flock of thine heritage, with their solitary in the wood. In the midst of Carmel, let them feed in Bashan and Gilead, as in the days of order, according to the days of thy coming out of the land of Egypt. I will show unto him marvelous things. When you got 1,001 children, that's marvelous things, man. That's a marvelous thing when the Lord increase you and make you a powerful, strong nation on the earth, man. So it says, Sirach 24 and verse 23 or 22. He that obeyeth me shall never be confounded, and they that work by me shall not do amiss. All these things are the book of the covenant of the most high power, even a law which Moses commanded for a heritage unto the congregations of Jacob. Faint not to be strong in the Lord, that he may confirm you. Cleave unto him, for the Lord Almighty is the most high alone, the power alone. And besides him, there is no other savior. He filleth all things with his wisdom, as Siphon and Tigris in the time of the new fruits. He maketh the understanding to abound like the Euphrates, and as Jordan in the time of the harvest. He maketh doctrine of knowledge to appear as a light, and as Gion in the time of the vintage. The first man knew her not perfectly, no more should the last find her out, for her thoughts are more than the sea, and her counsels profounder than the great deep, deeper than the ocean. Yet I will make doctrine to shine as the morning, and I will send her forth as the light far off, and I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy, and leave it to all ages forever. Behold, I have not labored for myself only, but for all them that seek wisdom, for the children that will come after you, man. Therefore, that's why it says that that you're a pillar in the temple of the power, because your children come up after you. You that foundational pillar of the temple, for the children that come up after you, man. So all these things, Sirach 24 and 23, all these things are the book of the covenant of the Most High God, even a law which Moses commanded for a heritage unto the congregation of Jacob, the Israelites, man. All right. So it says, Sirach 44 and verse 20, 22. And with Isaac did he establish likewise for Abraham his father's sake the blessing of all men and the covenant, and made it rest upon the head of Jacob. And he acknowledged him and gave him his blessing, and gave him a heritage, and divided his portion amongst the 12 tribes of Israel. Did he part them? That's why you know that this only for Israel. Did the blessing and the heritage come to the tribes, man? He acknowledged him. The Lord rejected these heathen. He's not acknowledging them. He said, over Edom I'll cast out my shoe. Moab is my wash pot. Over Edom I'll cast out my shoe. I'm going to ignore these people. I'm going to disrespect them. And I'm going to reject them as bastard children. And I'm going to take you as my children. You are my, only you have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I punish you for your iniquities. Amos 3 and 2. So therefore, get this demon up out of here, demon. Get your ass up out of here, demon. Interesting. Come on, get up out of here, demon. All right. So see, a goodly heritage, man. You demons are not goodly heritage. All right, a bunch of demons. He acknowledged him in his blessings. See, the Lord's not acknowledging you demons. That's why you're not part of the heritage of the Lord. You're gonna be burnt up here, and you're gonna come back as one of the children. If you are, if you are one of the tribes, but probably you're not. But anywho's, all right. It says Sirach 23 and 12. It says there is a word that is clothed about with death. The Most High granted that it be not found in the heritage of Jacob, for all such things shall be far from the godly. They shall not wallow in their sins. All right. So the Lord is going to forgive us, and give us a goodly heritage, man. All right. The heritage of Jacob, our father, man. All right. Sirach 17 and the 10th verse. It says, the elect shall praise his holy name. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for a heritage. He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgments. Their eyes saw the majesty of his glory, and their ears heard his glorious voice. And he said unto them, beware of all unrighteousness, and he gave every man commandment concerning his neighbor. Their ways are ever before him, and shall not be hid from his eyes. For every man from his youth up is given to evil, neither could they make themselves fleshly hearts for stone. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people, but Israel is the Lord's portion, whom being his firstborn, he nourisheth with his discipline. He taught him, and giving him the light of his love, doeth not forsake him. So at the end of the day, the Lord is going to make Israel his portion, man. All right. And not forsake him, give him the light of his love. All right. Which he bestowed upon him from the foundation of the world. That's why it says, come, my children, inherit the kingdom that's prepared for thee from the beginning. Come get your heritage, man. All right. Come, my son. This for you, man. Okay. Come, inherit the kingdom that prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Where's this at right here? 34, Matthew 25:34. Then shall the king say unto him on his right hand, not unto you demons on the left. All right. Not unto you demons on the left. Unto the right hand, come ye blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. All right. So that kingdom entails many things: lands, children, power, respect, eternal life, and the fruit of the womb. The fruit of the womb. All right. The fruit of the womb, baby. All right. So Psalms 127 and verse 3, lo, children are a heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. All right. So the fruit of the womb is our reward, bro. All right. Okay. So with that, I say, call Halim La Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rukakwadash. The Master Apostle Elders teaching his truth. All right. The great millstone piece citation unto the election of the Lord, that's soon to receive a goodly heritage, the fruit of the womb, which is the Lord's reward, man. All right. So with that, shalom, shalom.